In this video, I want to talk to you about a situation where you suspect you might have tripped a breaker in your house. Maybe you heard an audible pop or something was working like the vacuum cleaner and it just stopped working suddenly. I want to show you exactly what to look for because this is really simple. You could save yourself a service call from an electrician just by checking this first. And to be fair here, I don't recommend that people without electrical training or electrical skills go and start monkeying around with your breaker panel. And we're not going to do any of that. We're not going to open it. We're not going to do anything other than we're going to go and look at it. We're going to first of all look at the breakers. The breakers mostly in your panel should be all on, right? Like, I mean, that's pretty much how all houses are. Sometimes there's one or two which are in the off position. So here's the thing. Take a look at this. So this is kind of like a doubleton breaker. You might have some like this as well. You use these when your panel's getting full and you need to squeeze some more in. Normally it would be like one thing here, but you can see how I've got two individual 15s instead of one. So see the bottom one there? Right now it's on. Right now it's off. Look at the other one. To see how the other one isn't lining up with it, not right now and not right now. So if I had tripped a breaker in my house, what you want to go and look for in your electrical panel is you want to look for one that looks a little different than all the rest. It's not all the way on and it's not all the way off. That is a breaker that you have tripped out. So the way that you fix that without being an electrician is you simply take that breaker that's halfway, you turn it all the way off first, and then all the way back on. And I'm going to give you another tip here because I would want you to know this. So if I were to do that in a house, if there was a breaker which is tripped, I can see it's tripped, I turn it off. When I turn it back on, just something I got in the habit of doing working as an electrician is I would turn it off, I look away, and I turn it on. And the reason I'm going to do that is because if there's an arc flash or a phase-to-phase short inside of this breaker or this electrical panel, that shock, like there's not going to be a shock that gets delivered to you, but there might be a visual spark, a flash that happens, and I don't want to be staring right at that. So just as a point of practice, that's the way I learned to deal with this, is you turn the breaker all the way off, look away, and turn the breaker on. That's the system that you want to use for checking to see if you've tripped a breaker and how to reset that tripped breaker.